Okay, welcome to tonight's practice. It's going to be a little bit of a hip opening and balance sequence. And then just a little bit of core work as well, more focusing on the balance aspect of it. So yay. Okay, just to start tonight's practice, I want you to come into an easy pose, but allow one leg to lay in front of the other, not necessarily crossed at the ankle. And then kind of decide how far away you want your legs from each other as well. See if you can take them away from the torso a little bit, but still have a balance and a grounding. Feel the sit bones connect with the earth. Palms are on the knees. Push yourself back and just sit up nice and tall. And let's come together in practice with 3 full cycles of breath, inhaling for 5, holding and exhaling for 5. So here we go. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Now I'll leave you for the next minute just to set the pace and rate for your breath. If you want to keep with the 5 count, you can. If not, notice what rhythm you pick, whether it's natural or mind or set, and try to stick with it. And gently add some movement with seated cat and cow. So when you inhale, hands are on the thighs, bring the sternum forward, look on up in your cow. And as you exhale, find your cat rounding the back, maybe chin comes into chest. And then you can stay with the cat-cow, or if you want to make some rotation in the hips, you can. And really, it's keeping the sit bones grounded and trying to move the torso. In reverse direction when you feel ready. And then slowly find some stillness. Great. Reach your arms up high to the sky. Set your right hand down, lift the left arm up and over, giving yourself some nice side flexion. And once you feel rooted and grounded, then decide to walk the right hand away from the hip. Maybe fold a little deeper, rotating the torso up towards the sky. 3 more breaths. And then use your inhale to bring yourself back up. Set your left hand down and reach the right arm up. And slowly and carefully let your exhale take you over towards your left side. And then you decide how deep you need your lateral flexion or your side bend. And then once you're at a spot that feels good to you where you still feel the right sit bone rooted down, that's when you decide if you want the rotation then in the torso and in the sternum. You want to have the foundation rooted and then the rotation. 3 more breaths. And then use your next inhale to guide yourself up, bringing both arms with you. Maybe look up at fingertips. And then as you exhale, fold forward, but keep the sit bones rooted down. So it might be a slow fold forward. And then once fingertips touch, then you decide how deep of a seated fold you need. And some of us may feel good staying high or going low. One more full inhale, complete exhale, and then slowly walk yourself back up. This time changing the cross of the legs. So just bringing or switching the leg, whatever was behind is now in the front. And then suss around too a little bit, readjust on the sit bones, and then decide how far away the legs need to be. Cool. Reach the arms up high. Set the right hand behind you, behind the back, and then slowly start rotating over towards the right side. So left hand on the right knee, and then guide the torso over towards the right side, maybe looking out over the right shoulder. And I want you to stay here for 3 deep breaths. And then keeping the rotation in the spine, lift the right arm up. So now it's parallel to the right ear. And then you'll slowly start tipping towards your left knee. So you have rotation and now lateral flexion. And then once you get to a nice sweet spot, flip the palm up or down. And see if you can guide the sternum up now a little deeper to the ceiling. Some of us are just good where we're at. And then slowly come out of it by reaching the right arm up, still looking out over towards the right side. So come out of your flexion and then come out of your rotation, reaching both arms up high. And then switching sides. So now the left hand comes behind you and the right hand comes to the outside of the left knee. Add your rotation as deep as you please. And stay for 3 deep cycles of breath. And then reach your left arm parallel to the left ear. Slowly start tipping towards the right knee. Adding flexion to your rotation. And then stay here or slowly guide the sternum up towards the ceiling. One more breath. And then first come out of your flexion And then out of your rotation with both arms coming up high, fold forward on the exhale. Two more breaths. And then slowly bring yourself up. Come into a tabletop pose. And begin warming up the spine now with a traditional cat-cow. So dropping the belly, looking on up. And then chin into chest, belly button into spine for your cat. And flow here. And since you already did the seated, if you wanted, you can always add the lateral flexion. So C shapes with the spine. Or maybe coming into child's pose and then rounding up. We're coming back. Make some movements with the spine. And you're taking in an assessment here, just taking in notes. Like what feels good? What maybe is a little restrictive in movement? What do I need to tend to? And slowly find some stillness in your tabletop pose. Great. Okay. Bring the right knee out to the side so it's like a fire hydrant. And then as you exhale, right knee taps the mat. Inhale, right knee comes up to about hip height. Right knee taps the mat. 3 more times, right knee comes up to hip height. Right knee taps the mat. Right knee comes up. Right knee taps down. Last time, right knee comes up. Right knee comes down, and then bring the right knee to hip height. And make some circles. And let these circles be mindful. And while you're doing this too, be careful that you're not dumping to the left or the right side of the hand, reverse direction of your circle. And then extend your right leg long behind you, push out through the right heel. And plant the right toes down and rock back and forth on the heel. So you got a little of the synovial fluid going on in the hips. And now you can rock back and forth a little bit, getting the Achilles area or the ankle area kind of moving and shaking in the ankles. And then meet back into your tabletop pose. If you feel like you need movement to reset, please be welcome to it. And then lift the left knee at hip height. Same thing here. Left knee taps down. Left knee comes up. 4 more times. Left knee taps down. Left knee comes up. Left knee taps down. Left knee comes up. 2 more times. Down. Up. Down. Up. And then making your circles. Being mindful once again that you're not dumping on one hand more than the other, that there's equanimity, and then switch direction. And extend your left leg long. Mindfully plant the left toes down as you rock back and forth. And then bring the left knee to the mat. Great. All right. When you're ready, tuck under your toes, send the hips up high, downward dog. It's the first downward dog of the practice. So give yourself 5 big breaths to move here. Or find stillness, like this is your time to really just kind of see what's going on. Two more breaths. Last breath. Let's meet in stillness in the downward dog. All right, hands are planted. And imagine, the hands won't move, but imagine that the right hand opens up clockwise and the left hand opens up counterclockwise. So you should feel a little rotation in the shoulders. And then with the legs, if you want, you can bend the knees and come up on the balls of the feet if that helps you send your hips higher. And then maybe you start straightening the legs. All right, one more breath, really ground into this. See if you can keep this with you throughout your practice. And then when your next inhale happens, come forward into plank pose. Drop your knees, your chin, your chest. And as you inhale, come up into a cobra. Now come a little low first. Take a few cycles of breath. And see here if you can activate your legs a little bit more, but relax the glutes. See if that helps you come up a little higher. One more breath. And then as you exhale, lower down slowly, push back into downward dog. 2 more breaths here. Last breath. And then walk your feet to the back of your hands, finding your fold. Find a halfway lift. Fold forward. And reach your arms up high to the sky. And bring them down to the side, mountain pose. All right, stay here for just a breath, and I want you to notice how you're standing. Maybe move your feet about hips distance apart. But sometimes when we come up, we're not quite there. And then rock back on the heels, lift and spread the toes. Set each toe down, rock up on the balls of the feet, set the heels down, and see if you can set the weight inside and outside of the feet as well. Let this be an active pose here as you root down. Then reach your arms up high. Fold forward. Find your halfway lift. And then step back into plank. And it's your choice to take it through a flow. So you can drop the knees, the chin, the chest, lower down slowly, or chaturanga into your up dog or cobra. Meeting in downward dog. Two more breaths. And reaching your right leg high to the sky, 3-legged downward dog. Step your right foot to the outside of your right hand. And then from here, let's play around a little bit. So as you inhale, deepen the bend into the right knee and look on up so you have a little bit of a cow back. And then as you exhale, slowly straighten the right leg and round the back like you do in cat. So traditionally, or usually, not traditionally, but usually I'll teach this more as a low lunge, but I have the foot wide here. So you're just playing around a little bit. And then eventually meet with the knee bend in this wide gate lunge. And set your left heel down. From here, bring your right arm out to a T, followed by your left. And then hover over the right knee. So while you're here, I really want you to feel like you're rooting down on both sets of your feet. You're reaching the head forward, tailbone back. You're not dumping into your right thigh. One more breath. And then carefully, you will leave your right arm out to a T, but set your left hand to the inside of your right foot. Look over your right shoulder, toot your right fingertips, and then reach your right hand high to the sky. Great, and then when your exhale happens, thread the right arm underneath your right thigh, look over the left shoulder. Inhale the right hand high to the sky. Exhale, look over the left shoulder. Inhale, high. One more time. And then slowly meet with the right hand to the inside of the right foot, left hand underneath the left shoulder. And then spin the left heel up so you can step the left foot to the outside of the left hand and then walk the fingers forward just a little bit. Come up halfway. Fold forward, heel toe the feet together. And then reach up, rise up, arms come up high to the sky. And return back to your mountain pose. All right, here we go. Arms up high. Fold forward. Halfway lift. Plant the hands, feet come back into plank pose. And then slowly and carefully take it through a flow, knowing we'll meet in downward dog. Two more breaths. Great. Lift the left leg high to the sky. Left foot step to the outside of the left hand. And once again, you'll do this little flow. It's not a little flow, but you'll do this flow where you're bending into the left knee, looking up, and exhaling, straightening the left leg and rounding the back. So flow here. And slowly meeting in the lunge. Plant your right heel down. Left arm comes out to a T, followed by the right, and then you'll hover over the left thigh. Feel the feet root down and ground down. You're feeling strong. One more breath. And then place your right hand to the inside of the left leg or the left foot. Look over the left hand and then reach the left hand high to the sky. And you'll follow the same sequence of threading the left arm underneath the left leg, looking out over the right shoulder. Looking up and threading under. One more time. And then arm comes up high. And then to the inside of the left foot. Spin the right heel up. Step the right foot to the outside of the right hand. Walk the hands forward halfway. Look up. Fold forward as you heel toe the feet about hips distance apart. And then reach the arms up high to the sky as you inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift. Step back, plank pose. And then carefully take it through your flow. Meeting in downward dog. Or you can always skip the flows. Two more breaths. And then reach your right leg high. Right foot to the outside of the right hand. Spin the left heel down. This time, reach up totally. So it's a warrior one, but with a wide gait. This is really great too if in your practice ever you're feeling a little wobbly. This should give you a little stability. And you can always shorten your gait. Okay, bring the arms behind you, interlace the fingers, stack the right thumb on top of the left and look up. Keep the bend strong in the right knee. Left leg is pushing to the outside of the left, the lateral edge. Take your full inhale. As you exhale, fold forward halfway. So now you're in a lightning warrior. And then from here, place your left hand to the onto your left hip. Reach the right arm forward. And then set the right hand to the inside of the right foot. And then take the left arm out to a T. Slowly watch the left arm come high to the sky. And then take your gaze parallel or neutral, or reach the left arm across the left ear. So now you're in an extended side angle. If you want, you can add a bind here. Two more breaths. And then slowly release. Right hand to the inside of the right foot, left hand is high. And then set the left hand to the inside of the right hand, or next to the right hand, spin the left heel up. Step your left foot to the outside of the left hand, walk the hands forward, come up halfway, fold forward. And then heel toe the feet about hips distance apart. Reach up, arms come up high. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift. Plant your hands, step back into your plank pose, and find your way into downward dog. Two more breaths. And then reach the left leg high. Left foot steps to the outside of the left hand. And then when you're ready, reach the arms up, coming into this wide gate, warrior one. Have your foundation ready. As you bring the arms behind you, interlace the fingers this time. Set the left thumb on top of the right, look on up. And then as you exhale, slowly fold forward. If you wanted, you could do a humble warrior, if you wanted. If you did humble, come back up. And then right hand on the right hip, reach the left arm forward. And then set the left hand to the inside of the left foot, reach the right arm out to a T. Take a gaze at the right fingertips and then reach the right hand high. And then if you would like, come into any variation of your extended side angle. Knowing you'll be here for 5 breaths. Two breaths. And then on your last breath, slowly releasing, right hand's high, left hand's planted. And then watch your right hand come next to the left foot as you spin the right heel up. Right foot to the outside of the right hand, walk the fingers forward, come up halfway. Fold forward, heel toe the feet, hips distance apart, reach up, rise up. Arms come up high to the sky. And then allow the hands to come down to the side. Awesome. Here we go. Reach the arms up high. Full inhale. Fold forward as you exhale. Find a halfway lift. And then step your right foot back. High runner's lunge. Plant your right heel down. Right hand stays planted, reach the left arm up high. And then slowly make your way into your dragonfly pose. So reach the crown of the head up, right hand's forward, left hand's back. And you can look out over the left shoulder or the right. you kind of take your pick here. What do you need? And then wherever you've picked, make your way so you're looking out over the right hand. Drop the left hand to the back of the right thigh. Right hand comes high to the sky for a peace, exalted warrior. All right, let's have fun with this. So when you're ready, you will slowly drop the right hand down and come wide to the right side of your mat and slowly make your way into a warrior one facing the back of the mat with the right arm forward. Great. Let's not make it too quick, right? And then you'll reach your left arm forward and right arm back. And then drop the right hand to the back of the left thigh. Left hand comes high to the sky. And then take your full inhale. As you exhale, slowly make your way facing the top of your mat, meeting into your warrior one. Awesome. Open up to your warrior two. All right, from here, take your gaze, look out over your right finger so you're facing the back of your hand, or the back of your mat, I know. Watch your right hand drop down to the back or to the side of your right leg. So now you're looking at the outside of your right foot, and then reach your left arm up and over. You have this different variation of peaceful warrior, but you have that lateral flexion going as well. Awesome. When you're ready, slowly meet your way back or meet back into your warrior two. So now you're looking out over your left. And then straighten your left leg. Slowly find triangle pose. So hinging the left fingers forward, right hip back, drop the left hand down, right hand high to the sky. All right, beautiful. Watch your right hand come next to your left hand and then walk yourself wide onto your mat into your forward fold. All right, from here, you will face the back of your mat. Walk yourself so you are framing your right foot. You're in your high runner's lunge. Step your left foot to meet right foot. Feet are hips distance apart, but from here, just walk yourself forward just a little bit so you come up halfway. Fold forward. And then reach the arms up high to the sky as you inhale. Fold as you exhale. Find your halfway lift. Fold forward, this time stepping your left foot back. And then slowly and carefully come on up into your warrior one. Reach your left arm forward, right arm back. Once again, you know you'll be here a little bit longer. So if you want, you can look out over your right shoulder towards the back of your mat, or you can keep your gaze looking out over the left or towards the right side. But have your solid foundation and then rotation. All right, beautiful. Slowly look over the left hand. Drop the right hand to the back of the left thigh. Left hand is high to the sky, exalted warrior. Keep the bend strong in the right knee. Take a nice full inhale, because as you exhale, you'll slowly take the left arm towards the center of the mat and find your way into your warrior one facing the top of your mat. It's a beautiful starting point, and then reach the right arm forward, left arm back into your dragonfly. Look out over the right hand and then drop the left hand down. Right hand is high. One more breath. And then I got to take you back. So right hand swings down. Meet in your warrior one. That's a great place to just meet. And then open up to your warrior two. Find your foundation first, and then use your nose to slowly start looking over the left shoulder. So now you are facing the front of your mat. Okay, watch your left hand drop to the outside of the left leg. Right hand comes high. And then you make a choice of how deep of the lateral flexion you need. And then slowly bring yourself back into your warrior two. Shorten your stance a little bit so you can hinge forward and lean down into your triangle pose. Great. Watch your left hand come down and then walk yourself wide into a wide-legged fold. Stay here. Only I think I transitioned you a little differently, but that's okay. And then slowly walk yourself back to the top of your mat, coming into your high runner's lunge. And then have your left foot meet right foot, plank pose. Slowly and carefully take it through a flow. Or skip and meet in downward dog. And then walk your feet to the back of your hands, fold. Find your halfway lift. Fold forward. And reach your arms up high to the sky. As you inhale, settle into mountain pose as you exhale. I knew I was skipping chair, sorry, so I had chair on my head. All right, stand up nice and tall. So let's do tree, because you've played around with balance and a little hip opening here. So root down on your right foot, and I'm not going to mirror you. Hands on your hips, and then just come up on the left heel, or lift the left heel, and you can stack left heel on top of right. So if you notice, like through the exalted warrior sequence, if your balance was off, stay here or give yourself a kickstand. And then if you would like, you can always find whatever expression of tree you need. Hands can come into prayer. You can give yourself some branches. Three more breaths. Root down on your right foot. Come up a little taller. And then slowly bring the left knee in. Drop the left foot. Reach the arms up high and fold forward. Cool. Slowly bring yourself back up. And let's switch sides. So rooting down on the left foot, come up onto the balls of the right foot, stack right heel on top of the left foot, or give yourself a kickstand, or find your full tree expression. I think I'm here tonight. Knowing that you're here for 5 deep cycles of breath. And then slowly bring the right knee forward, set the right foot down, reach the arms up high, and fold forward. Walk your feet back into your plank pose and then drop the knees, the chin, the chest, coming down onto the mat. All right. From here, you can place the left arm parallel to the top of your mat. I want you to bend your right knee, kick the right heel towards your glute, and then take a hold of the top of the right foot in your half bow pose. If you want, you can always lift the right knee a little higher, but be gentle. Make sure you're not squeezing the left glute. And then slowly release and switch sides. So come on half bow on the other side. So right forearm is planted. Bend the left knee. Take a hold of the top of the left foot. And you can always lift the left thigh off the ground gently. And slowly release. This time bring the arms down to the side. Forehead is onto the mat. Kick both heels into the glutes and take a hold of the tops of the feet. And then as your inhale happens, slowly kick the tops of the feet in the hands. Look on up, full bow pose. Once again, make sure you're not squeezing the glutes to get the lift. One more breath, come up a little higher. And then as you exhale, slowly release back down. Great. All right, from here, come into your forearm plank. So the forearms are underneath the shoulders. Interlace your fingers and have the toes planted. So we're in our forearm plank here. Lift the right leg and pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then lift, plant the right toes and lift the left leg and pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Find your forearm plank and slowly release down. This time, come into your crocodile pose. So zip the legs together, heels touch, hands are stacked, forehead's on the mat. Beautiful. Make your way onto your back. So flip over. Feet are planted. And then hug the knees into the chest and take the knees as wide as the torso. Push out through the feet. Gently rock from side to side. Or if you want, you can give yourself some pelvic circles. And then bring the knees in close. Keep the right knee hugged in as you extend the left leg long. Push out through both heels. And then extend the right leg high. If you want, you can point the right toes towards your face or away. You can always make circles with the ankles. And then hug the right knee back into your chest so you can plant the left foot. And then cross the right ankle over the left knee. Hug the left knee now into the chest, threading your arms, hooking the right elbow into the right knee, and then pushing out through both feet again. This time you can extend the left leg high, and if you want, you can bring the nose to the knee. And then as you exhale, slowly release. Set the left foot down, but cross the right knee over the left. Lift and shift the hips to the left so you can allow the knees now to drop over towards the right side. Nope, that's wrong. Lift and shift to the right so you can allow the knees to fall over to the left. And if you want, you can look out over your right shoulder. You can reach the right hand for the left foot. Two more big breaths here. And then slowly make your way back. So you're hugging your knees wide into your chest. So you can bring both feet flat first if you would like. And then hug the knees wide once again. Rocking from side to side, making pelvic circles. And then bring the knees in together. Extend the right leg long onto the ground as you reach the left leg high to the sky. Pushing out through your right foot to keep your right leg activated and pointing the left toes towards your face if you wish. And then as your next exhale happens, bring the left knee into the chest so you can plant the right foot. And then cross the left ankle over the right knee. Thread the arms through and hug the right knee or right thigh into the chest. Stay here first, just pushing out through the right foot and really feeling that sweet spot where your left elbow is pushing the left knee out and the left knee is pushing the left elbow in. And that isometric stretch. And then you'll feel the right leg wanting to go high or not. And then you can always bring the nose to the knee. And release down gently, setting the right foot down, releasing the leg, sliding the left knee on top of the right. Lift and shift the hips to the left so you can allow the knees to fall over to the right. And if you want, you can look out over the left shoulder. You can reach the left hand towards the right heel in your pretzel variation. And when you're ready, slowly release, find your way. So you're hugging both knees back into the chest. Taking the legs wide, find a happy baby. Move around in your happy baby. Maybe you really exaggerate from left to right. And then it's your choice. You can stay in this happy baby, or you can come to any inversion that you would like. I'll cue from happy baby, okay? So take any inversion you like, and I trust that you will follow your own cues afterwards. We'll meet with knees hugged into chest, okay? Slowly meet with hugging your knees into your chest. Give yourself a gentle rock from side to side. Maybe find a pelvic circle. And then extend one leg long, followed by the other. Reach the arms up overhead. And then take a hold of the left wrist with the right hand and give yourself a side bend over to the right. So you're reaching the left arm over to the right side. And then slowly switch sides. So come back into center and switch the grip. Side bend over to the left. And then reach the arms up overhead. Give yourself a full body stretch. Fingertips away from toe tips. And then meet with the arms coming down to the side. Have your palms down. Take a full cycle of breath. And then flip the palms up and take a full cycle of breath. And decide what feels best for you. See if you can soften the ankles, the shins, the thighs. Maybe move the hips and the low back from side to side. Scoop the scapulas around. See if you can feel the scapulas totally touch the mat. And then rock the head from side to side. And welcome to your Shavasana. Knowing that I am minding the time, and I'll call you back. Slowly take a nice full inhale in. Slow exhale. Take whatever movements you need, but make your way onto your left side. So if you need full body stretches or knees into chest, that's okay. Oh, but make your way onto your right side. I'm sorry. I told you that wrong. Once on your right side, just focus in on some deep breaths. And push yourself up, coming into a seated pose. Sit up nice and tall. Bring your hands into prayer. Thumbs are touching the heart. Soft bow. And end your practice with some full cycles of breath. I honor this place inside of me in which the entire universe dwells. It is a place of acceptance. It is a place of kindness. And it is a place of love. And when I am in this place in me and you are in this place in you, together we are one. Namaste. All right. Thank you for joining me. My hair's a mess.